Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to understand one of the most important concept in Salesforce Revenue Cloud, which is CPQ. So in this video, I will give you a very simple and practical breakdown. We will cover what CPQ is, how the business flow works, why companies use it, and the different product type involved, and the overall benefit of implementing CPQ. So let's get started and first understand what exactly CPQ means. So let's start with basic. So CPQ stands for configuration, price and quote. So in simple terms, it is a sales process and technology used by the businesses to streamline how they sell product or services to the customers. And CPQ helps sales team first configure the right product or solution based on customer requirement, then calculate the correct pricing by considering factor like quantity, discount, bundle or custom pricing rule, and finally generate a professional code that can be shared with the customer. So overall, CPQ helps organizations improve their sales efficiency, which reduce pricing error and speeding up the quote to cash process. So now we understand the real business flow. So to understand how CPQ works in the real business environment, let's take the example of company selling HR software. So the process start when the customer shows interest in the product. This is called lead stage. At this point, the customer is just a potential buyer who may be interested in purchasing. And next come is the requirement stage, where the sales team connect with the customer to understand their needs, like how many users they have, what features they require, and what budget they are working with. So based on those needs, the company move into the configuration where they customize the right solution or package for the specific customer. And um, once the product is configured, then next step is pricing. So where the business calculate the total cost by considering select feature, quantity, subscription period, discount, and pricing rules. So after pricing is finalized, a quote is created and shared with the customer so that they can review the proposal. Then comes the negotiation stage where the customer may request for some pricing adjustment, discounts or changes in the packages. So once both parties are agreed, the next stage is order. Finally, since this is a subscription based product, so a contract is created to define the billing terms, service duration, and agreement detail. So this is the entire flow presentation how a typical CPQ sales process work from start to finish. Now next question is why do companies actually need CPQ? So the first reason is complex pricing. In many businesses, pricing is not fixed because it can be depend on quantity, subscription, duration, customer type or custom business rules. And the second reason is multiple product option. So many companies offer different packages, bundle or feature combinations. So selecting the right product for every customer can become difficult if it is done manually. And the third reason is frequent discounts. The businesses often provide promotional offer, customer specific discounts, or negotiated pricing, which makes the pricing process even more dynamic. And finally, there is always a risk of manual errors. If sales team manage everything manually in spreadsheets or calculations, so mistakes can happen, like wrong pricing, incorrect discount, or missing product detail. So these kind of error can directly impact the customer trust and company revenue. So overall companies use CPQ to automate this entire process. Now let's talk about the key benefits of using CPQ in a business. So the first benefit is pricing is consistent and control. So since pricing rule and discount structure and calculation are predefined in the system, so every sales representative follows the same pricing. And the second benefit is sales team respond faster. Instead of manually calculating prices or preparing code, sales representative can generate accurate code within a minute. And the third benefit is complex deals are easier to manage. When business offers multiple product combination, bundles or customized pricing model, so CPQ simplifies that complexity by automating the configuration and pricing process. And finally, errors are significantly reduced. Since the system handles calculation and validations automatically, so there is much less chances of mistakes such as incorrect pricing, wrong discount, or incomplete code. So overall, CPQ helps businesses to improve efficiency, maintain pricing accuracy, and create a smoother sales experience for both the company and the customer. Now let's come to the types of products in CPQ. So in CPQ, products can be categorized into different types depending on how they are sold and billed. So the first type is a one-time product, which is something the customer purchase only once with no recurring billing. A simple example would be office equipment like desk, chair, or printer. So you buy it one time and the transaction is complete. And the second type is a subscription product where the customer pays on a recurring basis, usually monthly or yearly. A common example would be a cloud service or software subscription where customer continues paying as long as they use the services. And the third type is uses based product where pricing depends on how much the customer use the service. For example, some cloud platform charge customer based on the storage uses or data consumption. So the more you use, the more you pay. And the fourth type is a bundle product where multiple products or services are sold together as one package. For example, a company may offer a business package that includes software, support, and training all combined into one deal. So understanding this product type is important because each one behave differently in the CPQ. It's one of those solutions that brings both structure and speed into sales cycle. I hope this gave you a clear understanding of concept and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.